Hey guys, my name is Macklin. I'm currently a student at Leiden University where I study political science and international relations here in The Hague. I'm going to share with you a day in my life. I started off my day by meeting with a teacher of mine online where we talked about a big paper I have coming up. I just had some questions I needed to clarify, and once I felt comfortable with where I was at, I made myself some oatmeal for breakfast. We've been having some beautiful weather, so I was able to sit out on my balcony and enjoy the great view. Unlike in the US, student housing is not very common, especially after your first year. So with my friends, I found an apartment for the year. After breakfast, I got ready to go to campus. Here's a quick fit check. With the nice weather, I decided to bike in for today. This is typically the most common mode of transportation here in the Netherlands. Everybody has a bike. However, it's very common to do public transport as well, either by tram or by bus. I have an OV chip card, which I'm able to easily check in and out of trams and buses and any other public transport, trains, whatever. But even if you're in the city center, it's easy to just walk wherever. It's a very walkable city, which is great. Having so many ways to move around the city has really made it easy to live here, and I've become very grateful that I've made the decision to come to Europe. Originally, I started looking over here because my sister decided to move to Europe to study in Prague. She found her school through Beyond the States, so I decided to do the same way. I used the BTS masterclass, in which Jen was able to help me direct what I wanted to find in a university. Through the class, we were able to find that Leiden and IRO, political science, that was exactly what I needed. Since moving here, I've been able to come in contact with many new cultures that I had never experienced before, and it's really made me appreciate the value of living in a different country and being surrounded by so many different languages. It's something that I will be able to take into my future and use to my benefit as I learn how to navigate a career. So once I made it to campus, I got some studying done, and then I met some friends of mine out on a terrace. And we're able to relax and have our lunch. This is always super peaceful and can be needed for a break from studying. After this, we had a lecture. In this lecture hall, we typically have one lecture a day. Today, I had rational choice with Dr. Razai, who you can see here. Shout out him.
This bag is in equilibrium because it doesn't change.
After my lecture, I went back to studying. I typically study around 4 to 8 hours a day, depending on the course load, if I have exams or big papers coming up. If you're curious about more information about my program and its structure, I actually made a blog post with my fellow BTS ambassador, Max, where we compare two popular programs for BTS members here at Leiden, IS and IRO, and we go into the differences between the two. Once I finished up my studying, I biked nearby to the Alliance Française, which is a French teaching academy, where I'm able to practice and refine my French speaking abilities, as my course does not offer a foreign language. So I took my bike out of the bike shed and then headed to Bezoudenhout, a nearby neighborhood where Alliance Française is located. After class, I biked to the beach where I met up with some friends to watch the sunset and have some drinks, but I was actually convinced to go for a swim as well. It was pretty cold, but I actually enjoyed it overall. Once I dried off, I biked home, and that was a day in my life here in The Hague. I hope I was able to give you a good idea of what it's like to live both in the Netherlands and in Europe in general. As you can see, there's quite a few differences between going to school in the US versus going to school in Europe, both big and small, particularly where you'll be living, if you have to make your own food, what studying is like, and also the social scene as well. But I've enjoyed every minute I've been here so far. If you have any more questions, Beyond the States is always there to answer those. Good luck on your university search, and I hope you'll be able to come over here soon.